The last and final 16th movie on my list that is considered bad according to the internet it's called The Queen's Corgi, year 2019, directed by Vincent Kesselut and Ben Stassen. And so the story of this movie is about Rex, a pampered favorite corgi of Queen Elizabeth II, and it's living a life of luxury at Buckingham Palace, UK. Rex, being overly confident and enjoys the finer things in life, trying to grab the attention of the Queen. He acts very privileged, but one event where Rex made a mistake and felt really down for it got his world turned upside down when he is tricked by another corgi named Charles, or Charlie, I think. And Charlie created a false death of Rex, planning to steal the title of top dog. So Rex has been betrayed. And so Rex has to navigate throughout life on the streets. From royal comfort to harsh reality, he goes to several challenging predicaments. However, along the way, he meets a group of scrappy stray dogs and learns the lesson of humility, teamwork, true love, love at first sight, and true friendships. And Rex is determined to reclaim his place, his position. So now Rex and his new friends sneak in back to the palace so he can confront Charlie, or Charles, who's been scheming to become the Queen's favorite. And in the final scenes, Rex exposes Charlie, or Charles' treachery with the help of the other animals and made him regret his goals and his action, and it flipped Charlie, or Charles' reward into a nightmare. Rex played smart towards the end, and now him and his friends are welcomed back to the Buckingham Palace. This shows the journey of how Rex grows up as a person and become more humble, wiser, and kinder, realizing that loyalty, courage, and friendship are more valuable than status or luxury, which is a very nice lesson to show for the entire audience. Now, with all that being said, now let's take a look at the 3 main reasons why this movie is bad according to the internet.
According to the internet, the movie The Queen's Corgi has 3 main weaknesses. Number 1, inconsistent tone. Number 2, a thin plot. And number 3, uneven animation quality. Now back to you.
So the first main reason is inconsistent tone. So it says here the film's humor shifts awkwardly between child-friendly slapstick and then jokes aimed at older audience, and some cute antiques and visual gags. There are but simple and broad, while also having sarcastic wit, playful digs at social norms. There are also over-the-top reactions. I think I kind of see what they're getting at. Some of the scenes you see may seem a little bit problematic, and it could make your minds unsure if it's appropriate for kids or not, or does it even seem satisfying for adults. On those instances, it does look really weird. I feel like without those, or changing those things, could make the movie a lot better. It's gonna seem unnecessary. I don't know if it's purposely put in there or it's actually part of the story, who knows. But I do think it does need to be fixed if the movie story could keep the jokes and humor a little bit more consistent. So for the first one, I would have to agree. The second one is thin plot. The narrative follows a fairly straightforward direction. Lost royal dog finds his way back home. This does not offer much in the way of surprise or character development. Many of the plot points are predictable. Corgi Rex facing obstacles, the Charles pushing Rex down, does kind of look like that Lion King scene a little bit.
Long live the king.
And then later on, he encounters quirky side characters at the dog shelter and eventually reunites with the Queen. There is little depth or subtext, which makes the movie feel a little lightweight and forgettable compared to an animated film that have more emotional complexity and layered themes. So even though these things are true, it wasn't that bad. It got the point across, although I did feel sometimes it was lacking a lot. There wasn't anything that I saw that was too impactful in a way that would move the audience, but I feel like it was just a simple movie that was not too bad, so far at least. So for this one, I would have to disagree. The third and last one is uneven animation quality. This film is not highly polished, but it did seem a little doable. Some scenes feature charming character designs and expressive animation, but other sequences appear less refined, with some awkward movements, bland backgrounds, or stiff character interactions. However, I did like how Wanda showed off some sparks with her use of the fiery furnace to show off a bright performance. Her performance scenes that Wanda made kind of reminds me a little bit about the All Dogs Go to Heaven #2 movie with Sasha. Maybe a little bit, but for the other dogs, it could have been better. The dog's design and everything else might have needed some extra improvements. This does look like a budget-friendly project, but I feel like it was alright. Nothing too crazy to complain about. I would have to disagree on this one. Unfortunately, the story didn't show too much promise or potential that I have already watched on my movie list. It just for some reason felt a little safe. But those are my thoughts for this last movie.
飼い犬が行方不明になっちゃいまして。 Yes, 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 yes. Yes.